Akademiks TV. And of course, if you're on Rumble, salute to you. All right. So if you guys haven't seen Doechi, this feels like the year of Doechi. She won a Grammy. She just won a Billboard award or something. She was named Billboard Woman of the Year for 2025. Now, a lot of people have all these comments about Doechi, and the comments about her seem to stem from some people thinking she's an industry plant. And just to be honest, and the reason why some people think she's an industry plant is because a lot of people never heard of her before. Now, if you don't know her and not familiar with her work, she's kind of been around for a while. She's actually really kind of came up the ranks, putting out good music, this and third. If you ask me, I wouldn't call her an industry plant myself. However, I think people do look at, it feels like an overwhelming push to make her the it girl of the moment when the people don't seem like they've casted their vote. See, when people say industry plant, like the word industry plant is an antiquated term, people. Industry plant used to be a thing where the labels could actually plant someone in the industry and act like and create these things and accolades and these numbers to make it seem like the fans fuck with them. These days it's much more transparent. So Doechi actually has fans. She's not like someone with no fans that's just like randomly in the ecosphere. However, fans do think she's an industry plant. Again, I'm going to take the word industry plant out of it, but what that feeling is for fans is they don't feel like they voted her to be the it girl. That's the problem. There's a lot of fans that said, we didn't vote for her. What does that mean? We didn't pick her. Like, we didn't cognizantly say, oh, no, we jacking her. Shit, she's on a run. Oh, nah, this is her favorite, rapper or female rapper, whatever. It feels like the industry's telling us, well, if you don't, even like when we saw her win a Grammy, it feels like everyone's saying, well, if you ain't listening to her, you're missing out. And that makes people feel like industry planters, right? It's like you're telling us that if we're not supporting her or we don't think she's fucking God's gift to earth, you're out of touch, which, again, I think, these days we're just much more transparent where, nah, it's not that. So I don't think she's an industry plant, but I do think people are rubbed the wrong way by the industry and other entities trying to give her these awards, or not even trying, but they do it. And then other people are saying, wait, you not tapped in? And people are like, bro, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, it feels like they're trying to force her on us. Now, with all that being said, I want to give her all the credit in the world because I do believe that she has an amazing fan base. I don't want to take anything away from her work. I'm just talking about the conversation that I see out there in the space. And Doechi, I don't want to, again, if you see this, I'm not hating on you. I'm just speaking to what people are saying. Anyway, I can't say all that without addressing the comment that recently she went viral for. Give me a second. So she did a show, and people weren't that happy with it because according to the, here we go. She did a show which I think is on Hot Ones or their network, and listen to this. She said the biggest red flags when it comes to dating is straight men. Here we go.
Biggest dating red flag.
Is it being on the DL?
You're on the right track. I have my answer.
Is it close enough?
You want to guess one more time what would be a red flag for me?
Bad music taste?
Oh, that is a good one.
Because that's one for me.
That is a good one.
Like,
that's
what
not
do you
what
mean
I put.
You don't listen to Michael Jackson? But okay.
Okay. This is a huge red flag for me.
All right. It's so crazy. I was going to say men.
Strike one. You're a man.
Yeah.
And you're heterosexual.
Yeah. I was going to say, so technically, because my mind was already there, I don't think I deserve to eat a wing.
I think you do, friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, always go with your gut instinct.
I think you need more sauce.
Okay.
All right. So to put it in perspective, people, Doechi says the biggest red flag when it comes to dating is straight men. Now, a lot of people are in a uproar because she is now, hold on, give me one. Okay, so people are in the uproar because they're looking at her and they're saying, yo, what the hell? Are you saying that pretty much gay men would be like the non-red flag? Now, I think people are taking a lot of what she's saying literally. I kind of understood what she said. Definitely don't agree. But I feel like I understand the context of what she was trying to say, because I think the context of what she's trying to say is the woke era. What's your pronoun? He, him, his, her, all of this bullshit. And essentially what we've seen time and time again, where masculinity and anything to do with men are seen as toxic and is seen as, the worst things in society. Okay. So, obviously I don't think she's trying to promote like some type of gay agenda, but I do believe that she's echoing these feminist talking points that you see on social media, where basically they're saying all men are trash, right? Like, yo, I think that's what the agenda was. All men are trash. So being straight, you're trash already. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, man. Chat, as I said, this is the lamest era of hip hop, man. I can't wait till this shit ends. I think Doechi and other people benefit from this era, but this era is lame as shit, man. You know what? I was thinking long and hard where hip hop is at. And I'm like, this is the lamest fucking era. Now, chat, I want y'all to go with me in my thoughts, right? And I don't want to make it personally about her, because she thinks, like, I'm going to be honest with you, about 89% of women who, whenever I get on Twitter, they talk just like this. All men are trash. Like they basically feel that masculinity always involves toxicity, and that any men that's not emasculated are a problem with all of the things in society, from dating, from, opinions on politics, this, whatever. It's not necessarily hate men, but they just think men are trash. Well, I guess they do hate men, right? It just is what it is. Chat, I'm not gonna lie, man. I think we're in the worst era of hip hop, bro. Hip hop is very cyclical to me. If you really think about hip hop, you could probably boil it down to about 6 eras. It always goes like this, and it comes back to the same cycle every time. Unfortunately, we're in the wackest era that I think everybody could agree. Hip hop is in its woke era that some people might think this is the culture, or they might also incorrectly say lyricism and content is back, but not necessarily. We're in a really horrible woke era. I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna simplify it, right? Because after you cover hip hop for about 10 years or so, you realize there's just phases that happen all the time. And I could tell you all these phases, when they came and went, when the other phases came. This is kind of how I break down hip hop right here, people. Okay? Somebody said they try to make this shit a new trend. It's not gonna work. This shit gonna be out of here. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the only reason why these niggas is even saying all this dumb shit, this little woke, his, her, like, yo, this is why the entire hip hop is all about trying to point out morality shit. Yo, who got a weird case? This person's a bad person. Like, things that hip hop is like, again, with all due respect, these are not we never had witch hunt for good people, bad people, and especially we've never been the soapboxers, especially when niggas ain't getting locked up. But whatever. This is how I kind of break down hip hop. Let me bring out my handy dandy paint. I got to do it, chat. Let's go to Microsoft Paint, bro. I got Microsoft Paint open, bro. Here we go. This is how I look at hip-hop right here, chat. Check this out. Really, there's 6 categories. I'm going to ignore 2 categories for now. And this is what I'm saying. I can't wait till this era is done, and I'm going to tell you what's going to come afterwards, okay? So, this woke, feminist, cuck era is usually the last of the cycle before the meta resets, okay? This is how it goes. This is how I've seen it multiple times, okay? And I'm not blaming Doechi because she's a product of what you see on Twitter. She talks like shea butter Twitter. She talks like a bunch of niggas who have snipped their balls for retweets who talk the same way. I've seen men tweet, men are trash. I was wondering, does this guy identify as a man? This is the era we're in. Cuck land. Okay? So, I know, it's not a fun time. Trust me. It's not a fun time for most people. But let me bring down the errors. And listen, this might be a year we got to suffer through this. But after this year, we're going to get back to some great shit. I promise you, chat. This era right here is the worst part of hip hop. I've never seen hip hop in a more dire state. Niggas is over here. Like, I see why Drake said niggas got dictionaries on the fucking stripper pole. Yeah, it's really bad. Everybody's woke. Everybody's thinking they're doing op-eds and think pieces. There's nothing to think about with certain music, man. It's on the surface. Let's rock out, vibe out, chill. So let me give you the errors of hip-hop, chat. We're in the last one right now. Okay? Let me get to my okay. All right, bet. Good. Let me undo that. Let me get the line a little bit bigger. Pause. Actually, it'll work. It'll work. Oh, thank you. The fuck is this? What the fuck? Okay. What the hell? This is a new paint. I don't know what this is. Okay, great. So check this out, man. This is how it works. I've really broken hip-hop down into 7 eras and phases. Really, 6 fundamentals. I'm not going to bore you out with all 6. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you all the 4 ones that matter. Let's keep it simple for all the slow ones in the back. Okay? Now, I'll tell you where we are now, and I'll tell you what comes next. All right? The first one, this is the first one that resets the cycle every time. Right? So let's go like this. Okay? And then this is going to be, check this out. Make this. Chat, trust me. Big Act is never wrong. True student of the culture. There's always a creative. People might call it weirdo. But really, it's new gen kids of rap. Trust. I'm going to explain what it means. To give you a real breakdown of what that means, 2017, 2016, you see a breath of fresh air. Oh, shit, this is some new shit. This is a new style. This is a new wave. Oh, the kids are dictating what's happening, right? This is their expression, right? The older niggas that's out of touch are going to call it weirdo. Some people are going to call it creative. We could call it new gen. You could say the kids are rap. But that's the first. That's always the first, because here's the thing. Every generation of rap never want to listen to the last generation of rap music, okay? When niggas was in 2010, they didn't want to listen to Go Shorty, they didn't want to listen to that no more. That was a throwback joint. When niggas was listening in 2022 to motherfucking Playboy Cardi, they didn't want to listen to Kanye West, respectfully. Graduation. Again, still classic. I'm not dissing these albums. What I'm saying is that the new gen wants to coin their music and their taste and their palette. So that's the first step of this whole hip hop shit. And that's a very important step. Hip hop music without the current and new generation dictating it, whether it's they dancing on TikTok like this, whether they painting their face like Cardi, whether they wearing colored hair like niggas were doing in 2017, that's their expression. SoundCloud rap, that's their expression. Music usually only evolves when the youth then take a different look or a different they take a different perception of what music is and they make it their own. So that's the first step. Okay? Now let me tell you what usually follows up behind that. After that, which by the way, I like that era. I always like eras like this. After that, I'll tell you what comes next. What usually comes next is that after all of that shit, we usually get gangsta. That's just how it is. Gangsta, street, because it just is what it is. And y'all gonna watch me. What I'm saying, y'all can match it up to the times. 2017 to 2018, 2019, everybody, all these colored haired niggas is getting lit. 2020, gangsta time. We on gangsta time now. That's a fact. Gangsta street music, that then takes over. Now, here's the thing. After gangsta and street take over, and again, there's really 7, but I'm going to break it down to 4. After gangsta and street take over, we get to ratchet, women. We can just say ratchet and women. Doesn't mean it's women music. It just means ratchet music for women, bro. It's just like, yo, degeneracy, like, yo, I'm FREE, fuck nigga free, like songs like that. Not necessarily that. It doesn't have to be that, but you usually see after, and I'm going to tell you when each era ends, right? Niggas get tired of the creative weirdo era when like it starts to saturate. It gets oversaturated in like 2-3 years. Then gangster shit start popping off. Then all them niggas get locked up or die. That's just how it is. I'm sorry to tell. I ain't trying to like speak bad about what it just is what it is. All them niggas go to jail. Like, bro, the gangster era ended. Dirk, jail. Young Thug looked like he a Christian. Pooh Shiesty in jail. All the street niggas is in jail, bro. Like, this is over. It's over. There's no more time for that, right? Then you get the ratchet woman shit. Let's twerk. Let's do this. Pop the pussy. Let's, you know what I mean? Niggas gonna rap about them doing some ratchet shit. Them in they trap, whatever. Like, you know, it could even be drug dealing music. We'll even add that too. And I know somebody gonna be, you see these woke niggas, when you tell the truth, they're gonna be like, oh my God, dude, look at this tether saying that this is all hip hop is. Shut the fuck up. All right. And then the last part before we get back to this cycle, and it's the worst cycle of all. It's the worst fucking cycle, chat. You know what I call it? It's the woke era. / you know, these days they just call it lyrical. Lyrical or content. Lyrical content. This is the worst era of hip hop right here. The worst. The worst, chat. The worst. We in it right now, bro. We can't wait till it goes. Oh my God, nigga. Yo, Drake, why'd you lose to Kendrick that we got? He ain't lose, by the way. Oh my God, why are we in this era? This is the worst era ever, bro. This era is garbage. This is an era where it's like, yo, this is the paint your nails era. This is like the beta male era, the cuckold era. This is like men are trash era. This is like Shea Butter Twitter. And this is the worst fucking era, bro. Like, this is the it went over your head era. This is the worst. This is the worst era. Yo, please, can we get a new wave of kids or a new wave of motherfucking youth to switch this shit up. So right now, we at this era, the woke era. This is the worst fucking era of music. Respect to Doechi and shit like that. But bruv, yo, we want gangsta era back, bruh. Or at least give us some new, like, you know, like give us some new Ragers or some shit like that. Give us some Ken Carsons or some. Let's get back to the other era. This era right here is garbage, bruh. You got, yo, I can't believe this is hip hop. We got somebody who's awarded for doing hip hop music. She's out here saying red flags is just being a straight man. It's like they supporting this is all about like, yo, this shit is garbage, bro. Like, bro, this ain't the hip hop I love, man. Like, we got these niggas online talking about, like, they investigators. Like, they say Drewski got weird cases. They over here just saying anything about niggas, man. Hip hop is so trash. They try to put Drewski through the, man, hip hop. And by the way, I know that's not hip hop necessarily, but it's a cyclical thing that you see. I'm telling you, I could show you in every single era. In every single era. Now, the only time I seen this chart go counterclockwise, right? It went counterclockwise from Gangsta Street to this, and it went this way. The only time was when, and I'm going to give you some names. 50 Cent, Kanye, all them new school rappers that were lyrical, including Drake and, you know, Rocky, Lupe, and, well, not Lupe, that's because Lupe was really in Kanye's era. Drake, Cole, like they weren't really woke, but they were like lyrical. And then it got to like some of the, you know, Nicki Minaj, ratchet shit, and then it was cyclical again. You get what I'm saying? It was this way. But usually it goes this way. Chat, does this make any sense, or did I just make that shit up? I thought it was shit in the shower. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was genius. I ain't gonna lie. I thought that shit was It makes sense to me. I don't know about y'all niggas. Makes sense to me. Yo, whenever we get out of this era, man, I can't fucking wait, bro. This is the worst era in hip-hop, man. Now, here's the thing. Some of y'all might be like, well, where does somebody like Drake or like Future fit in this? Those artists, and you know, even Drake and like Future, they just make hit songs. So their songs just live in the hit space. It's not about the theme of what music is. So their music is just hits or not. But right now, I ain't gonna lie to you, shit, I'm surprised that nigga Cordae not popping off. Right now, it's that woke shit, man. Like, it's like woke nigga time, man. Like, I'm over here listening. I'm like, yo, we listen to Doechi talking about niggas is trash. Like we listen to this shit over here talking about he got a weird kid. Like, this is crazy. Chat, hip-hop right now is garbage. Once we get out of this era, we're going to get into the new, and by the way, here's the thing. The new gen era, I hope the new gen era is going to be so expansive that they could realize that they have to not only be creative enough to introduce new styles, but they got to start setting up to take over from the Coles, the Drakes, and the Kendrick. Them niggas is 40. Like, bruv. Like, how much longer are we going to expect 40-year-olds to uphold the rap industry? Like, and this is where I got to call out some of these motherfuckers. Where's the A Boogies, the Polo G's, the motherfucking Roddy Riches? You know you guys are supposed to be having y'all prime run right now where Drake, Cole, and Kendrick, and Rocky, and Meek, and them went in from the 2010s to at least the 2016, 17, 18. They were all experiencing their peak. We're waiting for this new batch of artists to kind of like show us that, because we keep still talking about the same niggas who were next up back in 2009. What happened to the rest of the rappers? Yo, with all due respect, there was a era of rappers who dropped the ball. They dropped the ball. They had a hot blip, but they didn't continue. We really don't have any other exciting rappers. Like, think about this. Imagine, like, 15 years from now, we're still talking about, yo, who gonna win the chip, Curry or LeBron? You'd be like, what the fuck? This league trash. So, I am saying for the next crop of rappers and the new generation, whenever it's gonna come, when they have their own, their own little thing, their own sound, their own complete unique wave, I hope it's so expansive that it could not, because some of these guys nowadays with the new gen shit, they only go, like, say Yeet. Yeet not trying to really go mainstream, it's clear. Ken Carson, like, huge fan base, but it don't look like he's really trying to cater to mainstream. He's just trying to fuck with his niche and just be out. That's also a problem. Anyway, for Doechi, man, with all due respect to her, I don't blame her for this. I don't think Doechi exists in another era where we not listening to a bunch of feminism fuckery, a bunch of, snip your balls, beta male, cuckold shit. Like, that's where we at right now. Everybody's woke as fuck. Like niggas is bringing up woke shit in hip hop. Like, nigga, I'm sorry. Nigga, let me not say it because they gonna clip it out of context. I'm like, nigga, we in hip hop, nigga, we used to celebrate niggas who rapping about murder. like this ain't the place you come for wokeness. A nigga say, yo, I spun the block and I shot them all up and I spun again and I spun again until nobody was standing. Yeah, that's the type of shit we like. But now we listen to shit like this. Men are trash. We got this other nigga over here. He sound like he's. Is this the hip hop we love, man? Could we fucking get? Yo, this is the wackest fucking era. Am I lying though? And by the way, I ain't saying she ain't talented. I know she talented as shit. But bro, we're in a feminism era, bro. Like, we're literally in a feminism era, bro. This shit is crazy. So Doechi won Woman of the Year. After receiving the Billboard Woman in the Rising Star Award in 2023, she quickly gained recognition in the music industry for bold, creative, and impressive talent. With her genre-blending sound, she's redefining what it means to be a trailblazer in music industry. The Woman of the Year has been one of the music highest honors. Past recipients is Karol G, SZA, Olivia Rodrigo, Cardi B. She's the second rap artist to win it. Yo, chat, and I got to be careful because, they always try to act like I'm problematic. I'm just speaking of what I see. Nigga, this is why I'm torn. Hip-hop never pushes no damn black woman. I ain't gonna lie to you. So when you see a black woman with, with black features, let's just say that. Black woman with black features getting pushed and awarded, you kind of really just want to support her because she's not of the majority of what we see. But you then also kind of start thinking, is there an agenda? And again, I don't think this is anything of her fault. I think she's amazing. I think she's talented. But I do think hip-hop is in a woke era. And this shit is garbage, bro. This shit is garbage. Yo, a PR company sent me a deck with her, and nigga, I clicked off once they called her the female Kendrick. I said, y'all got it, bro. Y'all got this shit, man. Y'all got it, bro. Okay. Yeah, no, I rock with her. Yeah, I just think hip hop is it's like in a really interesting era, man. Like, yo, y'all don't realize what's happening in hip hop right now? My nigga, every week, the topics niggas is talking about Kevin Lyle sued for sexual assault. This is what we're talking about every fucking week now, my nigga. Every fucking week. It's like, and this is my only problem with Doechi even saying that, because I feel like I get the context what she was trying to say, even though that's still some feminist bullshit. But it perpetuates this wokeness and woke mentality, basically, that almost say if you're a man, you probably have done some bullshit that you should be canceled, you should be out of here. Like, there's some women, like, you see it on Twitter a lot. They really be like, if you're a man, you're probably a predator. Or you're probably toxic masculinity. You grew up in rape cult. Like, they say certain shit, you're like, what the fuck? It's like you having a balls is like a crime. Right? Anyway. Doechi full of shit. All right. Did y'all see this shit with Drewski, man?